Hello, I'm Richard from Fife Properties, and the last 3 or 4 weeks unquestionably have been one of the most life-changing times we have seen since World War II. And the imminent threat of coronavirus has taken over the world, the UK and of course Fife, and will challenge you, our families, our relationships and test us all. The drive of the worldwide action of social distancing is not just to stop us from getting ill from the virus. The bigger drive is to slow down the development of the virus so that the NHS will not become overwhelmed with those who are most likely to need hospital care. Yet the issue of social distancing has certainly raised many questions around the landlord, tenant and agent relationship. So today I wanted to share with all the 6,367 landlords throughout Fife of their rights, obligations and responsibilities to their tenant. I also wanted to highlight the rights, obligations and responsibilities to the 15,727 tenants throughout Fife. These will be trying times for landlords and tenants alike. Now, a landlord has a responsibility to ensure the property is fit for habitation. So what if landlords and agents are incapable of undertaking an emergency repair, say for instance the annual gas safety check, because the tenant is self-isolating or actually has the virus themselves? Now the answer is the landlord should use their best efforts to fix the problem. If it's an urgent repair and the landlord or agent are unable to do so, they should record the fact that they're unable to do so and note that it's related to a coronavirus epidemic. They should then retry as soon as it's possible and appropriate, having full respect for information on self-isolation, personal safety and social distancing, and ensure that they have a written note for future issues. My advice to you and your agent is you need to uphold good lines of communication with your tenant touched by the current circumstances, so they are clear on what action you are taking and the timescales for this. Now, there will be a few situations in the coming weeks when contractors who landlords and agents use will also have their own self-isolation, and meaning a handful of tenants in Fife might have to wait on repairs to be sorted. Now, we have some excellent Fife contractors with their own backup plans, so together we can jointly use our best endeavours to find alternative contractors to fix any issues. If you're an agent has any issues and we can help, please feel free to contact me. And remember, whatever you do, if this occurs, document everything and highlight the fact that it's related to the coronavirus epidemic. It's true the UK government has demanded that building societies and banks give a 3-month mortgage holiday to those landlords who are unable to make mortgage payments. Now this is not free cash, and the mortgage payments are basically postponed with the interest to be collected at the end of the crisis. Meaning your obligation as a Fife tenant is to pay your rent that still exists. The government is offering employees an 80% wage support with the furloughing scheme to avoid having to make people redundant. And the rent for your Fife rental home will be treated in the same way as the landlord's mortgage. If you're incapable of being able to pay your rent, it will still build up and accumulate during this virus predicament, and you will need to start a payment plan to pay it back on top of your normal monthly rent. So if, for example, your rent is £550 per calendar month and you've already been living in the property for 2 months, there is still £5,510 to be paid over the next 10 months of the year. So should you not pay anything for 3 months, your rent would increase by 43% a month for the last 7 months of the year, and this could result on grounds for eviction. Now one option which is obviously open to negotiation between all parties is to agree on a longer period of paying back arrears. But again, I'd say communication from all sides is imperative here. If you're in this predicament, there is a lot of help accessible from the government, including universal credit, employment support, and I would say utilise these where possible to escape any interruptions to your payments. Please remember, your landlord will need proof of your universal credit or employment support claims to give to their mortgage company so that they are able to start mortgage holidays. My advice to all 15,727 tenants throughout Fife is to keep in contact with your agent to ensure your landlord doesn't suffer from any avoidable hardship, which will ultimately lead to a house being repossessed because of mortgage payments being missed. Communication is the #1 priority here. Whilst most agents' premises are closed, including our own, we are open for telephone and email inquiries with staff working from home. This is a fast-changing time for everybody, for landlords and tenants, and we will be forever vigilant to oversee the financial and mandatory backdrop in the coming months. Now, these are going to be tough times for the people of Fife and indeed the world financially and mentally, yet we will come out of this stronger by working together and in partnership and keeping lines of communication open. With regards to your finances and your housing and keeping safe and protecting your family, and by most of all being kind to each other. We will get through this, possibly a little battered and bruised, yet hopefully better human beings for it. I really hope this information today has helped, and please feel free to contact me at any time for any further advice. My name's Richard, this is Fife Properties TV.